Hello everyone, Jorge Huertas once again with all of you. Today I'm gonna show you what is and how to make a PESTEL analysis. Well, this is a tool of understanding and improvement. It got the following characteristics. Allows to identify the factors of the general environment that are going to affect companies. This analysis is done before carrying out the SWOT analysis presented by the company in the framework or strategic planning. Helps describe the general environment of a business or a project. The analysis will be done and study the following factors: political, economical, sociocultural, technological, ecological, and legal. Initially, it was called just PEST, but it evolved to PESTEL because it got add ecological and legal components. The PESTEL analysis can be used in any project that works with the design thinking methodology or any other agile methodology. Okay, so when you are going to start develop your PEST or PESTEL analysis, the first thing that you do, I strongly recommend to have a big piece of paper so you can analyze and have a big format. I strongly recommend to do this as a group, not just one person, because it got many different components and it will be very hard to put everything in just one point. So if you got different people in the project or in the company, it will be very helpful. It'll all come together to develop this. So you start develop and analyzing the political factors. This is very important because if you are going to develop a new business or you are gonna analyze something that is already implemented, you need to analyze the stability of the government and the taxes. These two elements are very important because if you have to pay a lot of taxes, if the stability of your government is not big, it will be very important to analyze if you really want to continue with your development or you want to change it. After you analyze that, you go with the economical factor. The economical factor is very important. It got two main points. One is the inflation of the country or the city, and also the economic growth of your business is if it's already implemented, or the country. So both situations are very important to keep in mind and to be very specific when you are analyzing that. After that, you go in with the socio cultural factor. Here, you see and you analyze the distribution of your product, of your service. Also, the demographic. This means your customers, your clients, who are they, what are their characteristics. Very specific. You need to keep that in mind because sometimes when you have a business, you know which are your customers. But after a while, these things change and most of the time change a lot. So you need to understand that and analyze very deeply the demographic and the way that you distribute. This means if you have a factory and all the process that you have to do to develop your product, you need to realize and check that very deeply. After that, you are going to analyze the technological factor. This means which are the elements that you have in your company that you already have or the ones that you need in the future. Also, it's very important the changes internationally in the technology because that could help and improve your process. This is very important because nowadays the things change very quickly and you need to know and realize all the components to be very accurate with your development. Now, the E is in ecological. Before this, people didn't understand and they never thought that ecological factors are very important, but now they are. If you are making a development, you need to know which are the restrictions that you got, what are the impact that your product or your service is creating in the environment. Also, global warming is a reality, is not a myth. So you need to understand and realize if your development is affecting the whole ecosystem. That is very important. So you need to collect enough data to see if your product, your service, or your business are good for the environment. If you realize that your development is bad for that, you need to rethink what to do. And finally, legal aspects. The legal aspects are very important, especially when you have a development, because the regional laws change very often. So maybe you didn't need a permit to develop something, but now you do. You need to be very aware of that. Also, the association laws. Depending of the development that you are doing, there are different kinds of associations, and they could have a and ask you for a special permit. You need to know that. So the legal part is always very important in any kind of development that you are doing. As a conclusion, we can say that at the end of the PESTEL analysis, you must be able to take decisions regarding the situation or your business. It's very important because here you have two ways. The first is that you find problems and you fix it and you improve your business. But also, you could realize that the situation that you got here is very, very dangerous. So you need to rethink what to do with your development. The success in using this tool is in the depth of the analysis that is being done with each variable. You need to go deep in each variable that we got here to realize what to do. Arguing a decision from figures and statistics generate a livelihood, objective, and produce a decision from a fact and not from the emotion of the moment. This means that any decision that you take from past PESTEL analysis, it has to be objective. It's supported by statistics, data, figures that you collect. No, because you think or you thought that this will be better, but you don't have any foundation to do that. So it's very important to understand that situation and how can be focused to improve the development that you are making. Thank you so much. I hope this video will be a big help in your development. Please subscribe to our channel Design Thinking 24/7. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Thank you to all of you. We are the #1 channel in design thinking and agile methodologies. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.